Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike Rashid. Just wanted to talk to you guys today about some stuff that I saw online and also some stuff that I read. Um, a good friend of mine, Chris Albert. If you guys don't follow Chris on YouTube, you should. He has a very solid channel. He gives some very sound advice, fitness tips, also stuff, just basic mental advice, tools that help in life. He's actually a good friend of mine. We talk a lot, and he's one of those people I can sit down and talk to for 2, 3 hours. You know what I mean? So, like I said, really solid guy, solid channel. It's called Warrior Soul Fitness. I'll put his link in the description box. But anyway, he did a video, man. He was talking about guys who there's a lot of guys, and nowadays everybody, the natty train. Is this guy natty? Is this guy not? People talking about, athletes out there, or people's, progress pictures or whatnot, whether people are on steroids or not. And it's really getting out of hand, I think a big problem, I think an issue with this whole debate and all this energy being used and wasted on trying to figure out who's natural and who's not is because there are a lot of people who really push the natty movement, right? And I don't knock that. And first of all, I'm gonna start by saying that I'm not pro steroid nor anti-steroid. That is a person's personal preference. People ask me about it a lot. I can't give you information that I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't steer anybody in the wrong direction. And also, I feel like there's proper ways to do things if you do decide to do it, and that is through a physician, your doctor. If you do are diagnosed with low testosterone, there's ways to find out. Then that's what your doctor should be the one to administer it to you, to prescribe it to you. Because other than that, people are making stuff in their bathrooms sinks. It's not sterile, and you don't know what you're getting, really. And it's illegal, and it's not safe. So if you guys are, on a fence about steroids or whatnot, it's illegal if you do it without a prescription. It's not illegal if you go to your doctor. Just go to your doctor, and if you don't need it, you don't need it. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? So they will tell you whether you need it or not. And typically not you would go to like a hormone replacement therapy clinic, and they will give you information on that. Do your research. But back to the issue at hand, people bashing. Look, I'd never take a stand because at the end of the day, this fitness industry, we all got into it. It's, bodybuilding is the foundation of it all, right? Bodybuilding, I guess from the beginning of time, there's been performance enhancement drugs in the industry. It is what it is. And that's just a thing that's always been there, always will be. And it's kind of like, it's not a thing that's really that used to be talked about. But nowadays it's talked about a lot. And some people are putting it out there in elitist. It's two ways that people either put it out there, like in an elite way, like, hey, I don't use that, I'm better than them. Or there's some people who are they feel like they can't get to a certain point, so they say, oh, steroids. They only like that because of steroids. And I tell you right now, I know people who's been on steroids for years. You look at them and you would never tell. There's people that tell me, and I'm like, really, bro? Like, you wasting your money. You know what I'm saying? So there's people who, never touch the needle, who are fucking look phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the types of gyms, like really legit hardcore gyms. I'm in this industry. I see it all. So the average gym goer, you guys really don't know. Because before I got to a real gym, I didn't know shit about steroids. I didn't think anybody took steroids except for the giants that you see on TV on the Olympia stage, and I thought that was it. You know what I'm saying? So you really don't know what it looks like. When a certain extreme level of apparently unattainable naturally unattainable physiques, that may be an indication. You know what I'm saying? When there's guys 5'8", 280 pounds. But other than that, you can't tell because there's small guys that use it. There's men's physique guys that use it. There's bikini girls that use it. You know? But guess what? Big fucking deal. That's their life. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with you guys. You know what I mean? And I don't knock the natty movement. I don't get involved in any of it because I don't care. I'm not interested in it. You know what I mean? My very first show, a friend of mine was like, why don't you do the natural show? And I was like, I don't want to do the natural show because I've been to the natural show, and honestly, I didn't think that it was no competition, you know? So he like, well, me and him was going to do the show. He's like, well, we natural, let's do a natural show. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. You know what I'm saying? It would have been an easy win. And my friend wasn't that, you know, blessings to him. He won his show, but he wasn't that legit, like his physique, but he won. It just show you the level of competition at this particular show that I was not interested in. I want the best competition. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I don't knock it. I don't talk shit about it. I don't glorify it. I don't do any of that. But if you ask me I think you should do it, I might look at you and be like, no, just from sight. But at the end of the day, go see a doctor. You know what I mean? They'll let you know if you really need it or not, because low testosterone can't be a problem. But other than that, you know, when guys, like Chris said, guys are just straight up hating on people who are making gains, this, that, and the third. And it's like, why? Stop it. Just because you see somebody looking good, looking better than what you think they should be looking in a certain amount of time, it don't mean that they're on steroids. And if they are, big fucking deal. What does that have to do with you at the end of the day? Is that taking food off of your table? Is that taking money out of your pocket? I don't think so. So why are you going out of your way to try and, you know, knock these people? And at the end of the day, you're not a doctor. You're not doing these people's blood work. You don't know. You really don't know. None of y'all know. You can't look at somebody and say, steroids. You understand? I did that when I first got to Metroflex. I didn't know. I was ignorant to, like, I'm coming from a fight background. I lifted, but I never dieted per se. And especially like a bodybuilding style diet is completely different. You know, I was already muscular, but I wasn't very ripped. I had no veins, right? I never touched, I didn't even take supplements at all at the time. You know what I mean? And I seen Big Rob, and I was like, Big Rob was dieted down for a show. And I just swore that Big Rob was on steroids because I can see all his veins. I can see all of his muscles. I mean, he looked phenomenal. I'm like, how is that not steroids? You know what I mean? And then I did my first prep. 2 weeks into it, my body looked completely different because the subcutaneous fat, the fat in between your skin and your muscles is pretty much gone. And when it's gone, you see veins. You see striations. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with steroids, guys. Now, I will say this. Steroids can increase your red blood cells to where, you know, you pumping more blood, and then, yeah, you may be more veiny, like freakishly veiny. But there's a lot of vascular people, lean people, and thin people have a lot of veins. And that has nothing to do with steroids. It's just people have very low body fat. And it is what it is. That's not certain parts of your body that doesn't have fat, like the top of your feet or your hands, have veins. You know what I'm saying? It's just a physiological thing. It has nothing to do with steroids. So guys, just stop it. Stop the madness. Stop the malarkey. Just knock it off. It's not cute, you know, and you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy talking about somebody else. I think Cali Muscle, I watched a video on Cali Muscle talking about that. Like how there's guys that will really make a whole video or just post after post. You will go to somebody's channel, leave a comment. You actually, thinking it is one thing. Fuck this guy, whatever. But to actually think it and then write it down, you know, you're showing your hatred, man. That's not a becoming trait. It's not, that's weird, bro. Like, y'all should not be doing that. If any of y'all doing that, just stop. Just stop. You know what I mean? It's not a good look. It makes you look bad. You know what I'm saying? And it's not appealing behavior. You know? Would your girlfriend be cool with you doing shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Is your friends all right with that? And if they are, you need some better friends. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that guy or that girl. If somebody, now I understand that if you feel like somebody is misleading people, thinking that they can do something, you thinking that trying to show you that you can do something naturally, and it can't be done naturally, that's a different story. You know what I mean? But don't follow that person. Simple as that. Don't give that person any glory. You know what I mean? Just move on. Or start your own thing. Start your own thing and show people the right way. If you got all the answers, let's see it. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's just it's silly. Nobody likes that. Nobody's gonna be gravitating towards that kind of behavior. You're making yourself look bad. So just stop it. It's not a good look. So that's something I wanted to touch on. And another thing, my boy Dan Reardon, a good friend of mine, he did a post today that was pretty good. It was like, he's fed up with people, fitness professionals bashing other fitness professionals or upcoming fitness professionals or fitness gurus or whatever these people call themselves nowadays, and I agree with him. It's fucking stupid. It's silly. You're not going to see me sitting here wasting my time talking shit about somebody. Well, I probably don't know. Chances are you don't know. You know what I mean? Now, I've had my problems with people in the industry, and I've talked to them directly. Okay, so if I say something in public, it's only happened one time that I had to say something in public because I felt somebody was bullying people, and I spoke about it. So I bullied that person. It was just to mirror just to mirror that. I wanted to mirror this person's behavior so he can see how it felt. You understand? I'm not a bully. I don't believe in that, and to each his own, But when I see like a habitual negative behavior in my circle, I gotta speak on it. It's hard for me to just sit back and not say anything. So, that anybody up and coming, or you feel like you need to have that kind of shock factor and say that don't work or this don't work, like shit's silly. You know what I mean? Knock it off. You're making yourself look bad. You're going to alienate yourself. You're going to burn bridges. And this is not a good look. You're bringing negativity to yourself and drama. And you're trying to become popular off of drama. And is that really how you want to get your image out there, your name out there, or your brand? Off of drama? Off of negativity? I don't think that's a good idea, but to each his own. Do what you got to do. So that's pretty much it. Just a little rant. It's a few things on my mind. Like I said, two of my friends have spoke on the topics that I'm speaking on right now, but I'm trying to bring their message to my page too and share, because we all have different followers, different friends who listen to our pages. So, I'm just reiterating things that I've heard from my good friend Chris and my good friend Dan. But other than that, that's it, man. Much love to all you guys. I try my best to provide solid information, sound information. I'm not going to tell you things that I don't know about. I can't give you advice on things that I don't know. I would never do that. And that's it, man. I just want to keep it progressive, keep it positive for you guys, and keep providing you guys with the good content that you guys want and you need. All right? I'm your boy. I fucking love y'all. I fuck with y'all. Y'all my iron addicts. Much love to y'all, all right? Peace.